From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. 48. Month 56. Here we go. 46. All day, every day.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second and 12, Prescott, and he's got it past the 30 before he dropped. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable second and 13. To throw is Prescott. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and it can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
56, right there, 56.
Third and long for Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. And he'll... A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Slam. 61. Matchbox. Right. 37. Check 37. Attacking, attack. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Topper. Topper.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Drop deep, drop deep. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. For big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go.
Check three. Me, I got motion man.
Now McCoy. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets them into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On first down, Mahomes. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Yellow, 43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He sets to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 82 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Kill. 27.
A first down throw for Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go, 46. 56.
On first and 10, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Partner, switching gears for a second, a really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Browns linebacker, was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor. And, of course, his son Clay was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment. And it's Clay 2 and Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2, son who's playing for the Rams now is 3. When he popped out there to see the rest of the family, all of them wearing the 57 jersey that Clay II wore with such distinction for Cleveland for all those years. When he played long enough, a lot of people think he played with Otto Graham. I mean, it was amazing. About nearly a 20-year career there. Just phenomenal what he got done. And even better to see his son able to pop out there and share the moment with him on such a special night. Just phenomenal.
47. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watch the twist. Begin.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Mike's 54.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes buying time to his left, and he's going to go down again. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And this is caught by Watkins. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 66 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
There he goes, Amari Cooper, 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 79 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
They were going to 53. Go, get out there.
Prescott to throw it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Take 4.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, Riblin, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack? It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, 43. Delta. 55.
Mahomes going to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Yellow. Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, 57, 57. Mike 55, Mike. Why? Who? Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 55.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And the kick by Butker is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's a 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ricky.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yellow. 55.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Charles, before the game, you and I were looking at the still undefeated teams in the league, and Detroit's technically won at 2-0-1, but let's look at the 3-0 teams. The Bills, Patriots, Chiefs, Cowboys, Rams, 49ers, and Packers. I'm guessing if I ask you who would lose first, you might say Buffalo because they play New England this weekend.
I think you're right about that because that's what you look at. What's the schedule tell us? We know the 49ers are safe because they got an open week coming, so they should be okay on that one. But you would say Buffalo, even though they're at home, New England gets them. But as a wild card, putting them on upset alert, Green Bay on Thursday night with a desperate Philadelphia team coming in. You know, you've got to be really careful with that, despite the fact Green Bay's defense has been so impressive in the early going.
He's coming. We got double up. Here we go, go to 54, Lion.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott, that one complete to Elliott. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Kill. 56. Mux 56. Get in the weight room. Slow. Kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
Check 56.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Come on, baby. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Hey, kill. 47.
To throw is Prescott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Watch out.
First down, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
56. Mike.
Here's Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Darren Lee, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Back. Jim. SOS. Check 3. Deuce.
Attack.
Check
49.
Out. Hey.
Again, it's McCoy. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yellow, on the line. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. So we got man. Check 26. Check 57. Check. Lucky. Hey, alert 3.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
43. Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long.
We're going to 54. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Prescott going right side. He has Witten. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
56. Mike. Here we go, 46, 46. 56. Hey. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Kill, turn up. Kill. Watch the safety creep. Say. 80 weapon.
Hey, Sundown.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to walk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.